in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him...
It's caught. Breaks into the open on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to test the right side with this one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They'll run it to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Tigers. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll start this drive firing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
He'll field the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Complete downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. jumps to the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Here's the handoff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They want to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. 3rd play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Wants to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to... They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Traylor. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Wow, what a statement you're now making as a defense. 3 sacks in a row. You're making it known that mano-a-mano, these dudes cannot block it.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, still looking. It's complete. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Lane. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Under fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. He's looking to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they'll just play it safe with the run, right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
He'll bring it out. It's Lane. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery and start your drive first and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clemson jumps to the line. On second and goal, they go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
He'll pull it down and run. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Stands in and takes the hit. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is they get the TO.
Let's go! Let's go! He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the...
He's got it on the outside. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Sends it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They just keep firing. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's good. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Gain of 35 on the play. 1st and goal, Clemson.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They're looking for an advantage to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes him talk to the hand. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late. Up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.